Good morning, everyone. Welcome to another This Might Hurt. Hope you're well. Today is Wednesday. We are halfway through the week. I've been on a Mark Manson kick with the podcast. It's funny because every time I switch podcasters on my circle community, someone else inevitably is switched to the same podcaster. So yeah, there's a I don't know. Maybe there's something to that. Maybe not. I don't know. But anyway, yeah. Let's just get right into the energies. I don't really have a lot of profound things to say. Mark Manson is actually the author of The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. And it's funny, somebody had tried to introduce me to that. Tried to introduce me to that book a while back. And I wasn't interested in it. I think it was around 2017 that someone tried to introduce me to that book, and I wasn't interested, and then it has since made several appearances in my life, but and obviously it's not about not giving a fuck, it's about the attachments, right? So the Buddhist saying that all of suffering is caused by attachment, or the root of all suffering is attachment, or something like that. But anyway, great book, cool guy, great podcast, go check it out. Mark Manson. He had one today about why people don't leave toxic relationships. I didn't get to listen to all of it, but yeah, we'll listen to the rest of it and see what's up. All right, so we have basically the whole reading that came out. I'm going to take it, I think. The Knight of Wands, so very fast-moving creative energy. This is the part where you are actually putting your plan into action. And once you start the momentum of that action, things can escalate? No. Gain momentum rather quickly. So sometimes I've been doing this with unpacking because I have been struggling to get unpacked. I've been here almost 3 weeks now. And I finally told myself Monday that I'm just going to do 2 boxes. That's it. Just 2 boxes every day. So I did 3 boxes, and then I kind of was like, well, I should just keep going and finish. And then I was like, you know what? No, I said I would do 2. I did 3. I'm good. And then yesterday I did 3 more, and I only have 3 left. So I spent 2 weeks planning on how I was going to unpack everything. What was I going to do? I felt overwhelmed. I couldn't get started. But all it took was that first step, that first box, and then suddenly everything, just the momentum of it all started working. And the Queen of Wands. So that energy of you are your own best friend, right? Again, we go from the Knight to the Queen, so progressing on in our Wands energy, our creativity energy, but you are the sunflower is pointing towards her, and the black cat is around the back of her neck. So she's that divine feminine nurturing energy of this idea that we've already put into action, this plan that we've put into action, and she knows what to do, how to do it. She might sit back and kind of let things unfold a little more naturally, whereas the King of Wands might actually take a little more action on it. She might just be a little more receiving instead of actioning on the plan or whatever that has been put into place. But I like that we're embodying that divine feminine energy, right? That divine receiving, receptive energy. The next card out is the Page of Swords. So again, planning. The thoughts, the words, the plans that we want to put into place with, maybe this is thinking before you speak, right? Really take that pause and decide if what I have to say is going to benefit everyone, or if it's just me, then do I even need to say it, right? I have a client right now who's struggling with this, and I'm sure I'm somewhat, I don't want to say triggered, but I'm more bothered by it than most, because on some level it either existed or still exists within me. But and I remember being in an IOP and wanting to have a comment or having something to say on everything. Like I have the need to be validated that way. And this client has that, and I'm working really hard to try to help him understand that we don't need to comment or speak on every answer to every question, if you will. So like we do a check-in, there's 9 of us. He's got 9 different things to say. to the point where I've almost gotten comical about it. Like I tell them, you know what, that's my lane, stay in your lane, right? But I think that's what this is. Do we need to decide when what we have to say is beneficial and when it is not? Last card for the reading is the Four of Pentacles, being kind of stingy with your energy. I like that. I like that we're still stingy with our energy, because you know what? That to me is self-care. And actually, I don't even want to use the word stingy. I want to say frugal, right? Frugal with your energy, right? Keeping yourself grounded, keeping your pentacles close to you, and making sure that you have enough. And some, sometimes I guess this could get, if you go too far with it, it could be negative. But being discerning about who you're going to give that energy to. I like it. I like where we're at. Like, we've got this plan. We're putting it into place. We're going to decide if we want to talk about it or not. And maybe that's the other thing, part of this reading is, if you do have a plan, right? Sorry about the glare. I'm trying to work on this camera settings. But, yeah, well, whatever. Not whatever. Sorry, that sounded really crass. But I didn't mean it that way. I just meant I want to get the reading done. So we have this plan. Are we going to tell people about it? Maybe we don't tell people about it, right? Because then we bring all that other energy into the plan. Maybe we, like the divine feminine energy, just kind of sit back and receive the things that we need to. And I'm trying to get that so where you can see it. There you go. And maybe we don't talk about it right away, right? Maybe we keep that energy close to us. Our advice is the Ace of Swords. Start to think about things in a new way. Maybe look at it from a different perspective. Maybe this almost looks like I don't want to say victory, but something like you've been trying to see things or talk to yourself, or the thoughts and the words and so forth, trying to do all that in a new way, and you haven't been able to, and you finally did it, right? You finally did it. That's the advice, like that new energy of, when you try really hard to do something and you just can't do it. I think the other day I was talking about a little girl that had, it was on a podcast that I heard, that she taught herself to rollerblade within an hour, right? But you keep trying, and then you finally did it. I feel like that's what this is. And finally I can think of myself as a winner. I can think of myself as victorious. I can think of myself in a positive way, right? I like that. So think of yourself in a positive way. What we don't see coming at the bottom of the deck is the Emperor, right? So that divine masculine, energy of the good leader, right? He's a good leader. He can lead. He's as an Aries card. He's got the whole world in his hands. He's got the Ankh in his right hand, standing up, not sitting. I like the red tie. I don't know why the red tie is jumping out at me, maybe with the root chakra, but I feel like it's just a really good leadership quality, right? A good leader doesn't tell people what to do. He shows people what to do. He leads by example instead of leading by dictating, if you will. So that's what I have for you as far as the reading today. Let's get a This Might Help card. Maybe we'll have time to read from the book today. This might help. There we go. Let's see what we got. We've got The Shadow in the Window. Interesting. And The Following Eel. I am going to try to read for these really quick. Let's see. Both are The Following Eel and The Shadow in the Window. They actually right next to each other in the book. So I cannot read this. It's way too small. Yeah. So let's see if I can. I literally am going to struggle with this. The Following Eel is the Six of Swords. So that's moving out of choppy waters into calm waters, right? And the Shadow is the actions have not gone unnoticed. So your actions have not gone unnoticed. You might think nobody's watching you, but everybody's watching you, right? Everybody notices what's going on. And that's going to bring you out of choppy waters and into some calm waters, right? It's whatever it is behind you now. Whatever you've been trying to move past has now moved behind you. I would really love to read those to you guys, but honestly, I cannot. I'm going to have to get a copy of this book in print that I can actually read, because that is just insanely too small for my old eyes. But hopefully you got what you needed out of it, and I will leave it there, and we will chat tomorrow. Take care.